Ang nakaten karari ko na. Yung ano pen makunan mga makure kay mira.
Hindi ko na ibigin na pew. Hindi ko na kapayaw. Mararari kaya usuwa kaya asugi kiribas.
Yang ini kuring karena mau kuring si cara isi kampanye isi New Zealand. Bukan apa? Nabuka doyan asu, doyan terili.
Ngayon kani, naukataw tawo yung nakon tayo na naro kung nakon kiyakin natin. Diba kaya kaya tururo at kaya na. Pan nakatiyan kalau tipen hari roy ni pawangan nyoya wala nakakiyakin na nakon tayo na naro.
Jabutin ciyay. Sekata po namin imain. Nanungo tangaw anong ayagiri ay. Suwag na iraruanan. At tanga temen ng aritang.
Every year, a growing number of well-prepared KIRIBATI nationals take a life-changing journey to Australia or New Zealand to work. Contracted under the PSWPS or RSE schemes, these individuals are able to realize hopes and dreams about their future and their families that are simply not possible in the remote and economically challenged island state of Kiribati. But just who are these hardworking people and what can we learn about them? First settled at least 3,000 years ago, Kiribati is a group of 32 atolls and an island with a combined landmass of 313 square miles, roughly 8 times smaller than the Auckland region, scattered over an exclusive economic zone of 2 million miles of ocean, roughly 2/3 the size of Australia, making more a nation of ocean rather than land. Except on Banaba, Ocean Island, one of the 3 great phosphate islands in the Pacific, very little land stands more than 3 meters above sea level. Not surprisingly, the KIRIBATI are notable seafarers, having today about 1,400 KIRIBATI trained, certified and active seafarers.
Over the last 44 years, about 4,000 people graduated. 6 German companies formed together to find employment for them. So they, straight away after they graduate, they get their contracts and they join the crew of one of the 6 companies which are enrolled in this program with the Kiribati government. So they adapt quite quickly. I think they're actually quite fast learning, only they don't want to express themselves in front of others. So I guess that's the more matter of shyness.
After training at the Marine Training Center, theoretical and practical training, they easily find their way on board and are doing what is required on board our ships.
Beginning as early as the 1950s, recruitment from European and recently Asian shipping companies continue to this day, a true testament to these people's natural propensity to adjust and succeed working in foreign environments. Faced for centuries with severe ecological barrenness, on tiny atolls with only 2.74% of arable land that grudgingly yields just enough food, the modern KIRIBATI is forged as a naturally hardworking, resourceful and resilient people. Today, 65% of the population, or roughly 65,000 people, live on the tiny atoll of Tarawa, one of the bloodiest battlefields of World War II that saw over 1,000 US Marines and 4,500 Japanese perish. But prior to the invasion by US forces, 14 New Zealanders, together with some Australians, were captured and brutally slain. A correspondent aptly summed up the entire battle by saying, "Tarawa was a triumph of the human spirit."
These are made from the tendons. They try heat in the sun.
In a few days, Mary will be traveling to New Zealand for the 3rd time to work in a pack house, together with women from all over Kiribati. A career deck officer sailing on an inter-island vessel for 6 years prior to taking up the opportunity of the RSE, Mary was initially selected for her sheer will to want to do something better for herself and her family, and she has not let those counting on her down. Today is Mele's last church service in Kiribati for at least 7 months. She's a little reflective and sad, but excited at the same time about being able to fulfill her goals. In a country where there is very little industry and where unemployment is as high as 60%, people like Mele are grateful for any opportunity to work.
I really like to work in Australia rather than here in Kiribati, because when we get paid for 2 weeks, it's very small. It's not enough for the sake of the family.
Young man Raimon will also leave in a few days, but is bound for a farm in Australia.
When the owner of the farm wants us to continue our work, we try, especially from Kiribati, we always put up our hands and say, oh, we can't do it till 10 o'clock. And when he said to us again the next day, we want to work more.
Mere and Raimon represent a relatively modest growing list of men and women who have successfully become great assets in the farms of Australia and New Zealand. They have chosen to make a difference in their lives, and through the guidance and direction of Kiribati Labour in Kiribati, are reaping huge rewards for themselves and their employers. Recently, Kiribati Labour has totally overhauled the way it did things. Our recruitment method is now optimized to find the right people through a careful pre-screening process.
The system gives assurance to the employers that the profiles they're seeing are profiles of those that have been scrutinized thoroughly.
We've asked the same questions as you would. Can you give us productivity? Our whole team and process is geared around finding the right people with the right profile for you.
So that's telling me that they're actually ready now to go to the next step in ensuring that they got a good referrals or a good base of workforce that has the potential to do good things with the New Zealand employer.
Kiribati's remoteness has been an obstacle in the recent past, but now employers are able to recruit Kiribati workers via a Skype interview facilitated by Kiribati Labour. As an optional method, employers can now log on to the Kiribati Labour website, view comprehensive employee profiles, and start shortlisting workers they wish to interview. It's that simple. Kiribati also has a revolving fund that provides bridging finance to employees to help pay for airfares and other expenses related to settling into their new environment.
It is very helpful for the worker as well as helpful for the employer, because when an employer requests a worker, they want immediate recruitment.
Today, workers leaving Kiribati for employment under both Australia's PSW and New Zealand's RSE schemes are highly motivated and goal-orientated individuals who are prepared and drilled well for work. If you're ready to recruit or simply wish to find out more, kindly visit our website